to Breaking Bricks, my friends. I'm your host, this guy right here. You know, we've got a lot of work done on this build. This is week 14. We still got a lot more work to go. Today, we are going to start the work on the towers of the bridge itself. We're going to build them in a modular style just because it's easier. So if you hear me refer to something called a breaking point, that's what I'm referring to, because that's where the towers will come apart at, is at the breaking points. So we've got a lot of work to do. I also want to get a couple gunboats finally into this build just to add to it. And just so much more to do. So let's just get at it.
All right, my friends, we've got a lot to focus on this week. This week, we're going to actually start focusing on these towers. We're going to start constructing the next section of the two tops. You know, I'm just going to do them simultaneously. That way they remain equally built together. So that way there's nothing really offset about them. You want the weight to remain the same throughout the whole structure. So that's what we're going to focus on this week. We're going to start constructing these things and get these LED lights plugged in and start working our way up. And that way we can get close to finishing this bridge. And we got so much more work to do and so much more yet to add that who knows how many more weeks to go, but this week, that's what we're going to focus on, is start working on these towers here. Let's go to it. All right, my friends, we've taken it as far as we can take it this week. You know, the tower is really starting to take shape here. We've gotten the base done, and we got the majority of the base done for the other side as well. We still got to wire it up, and we got to add the LED lights, and then we can start building on that side, which we're going to do in the next episode. But we managed to get this tower up so high. You know, it's starting to look beautiful. At first, I was like, I'm not so sure, but the more I put on, the better it gets. And of course, the arrival of the drop ship, as well as an LAAT. That's my favorite one out of the bunch that I have. I've got 2 of the new ones plus the drop ship. I've got 2 older versions. I've got that one with the bubbles and then one without the bubbles. I like the one with the bubbles, so that's the reason why it's there. We got them in the air. For the most part, they're pretty stable. I'm happy about that. You know, we've managed to add motors, but we are going to take an up-close look at what we got done. All right, my friends, we have spent the majority of the time over here in this week's episode. Now, I have added almost a couple dozen more troops to line up here, as well as a couple of air troopers going on over here. I've added Captain Rex, and we know how much I like him. Some more troopers in here, along with here. And let's just keep on viewing. Of course, we've got this beautiful drop ship here, and I'm just going to wiggle my way around, but hopefully without knocking this other gunship over. All right, here we go. All right, we got Jesse. Now, he's one of my favorite custom clones, simply because if you come in here and you pop off his little helmet, you can see he's got his tattoo on his face. You know, that is a really great custom. I really like that. Now, talk about customs, I have a Captain Enoch on its way. I'm hoping it looks good. If it doesn't and I find a better one, you know, he will meet the fate of the hammer. But of course, we've got a lot of customs in here, as well as shinies and regular 501st troopers. I got to put a few more dead clones in here. And we got Obi-Wan and Anakin there, about to take out the Techno Droid. And of course, we're going to continue working on this side over here next week. Once we get that up to about where that is, because I want to keep them kind of even, that way I don't forget how I put them together. I need to be able to move this from one place to another. We're going to continue on with working some of this back in here, as well as back in here as we continue on with these towers. Because there's still the span, the weight control span that needs to go in here, and a couple more flying ships are going to go in here as well, hopefully, if it all works out. All right, go ahead and hit that like button if you like what you saw here today. It lets me know I'm doing a good job, and it suggests this type of content to other people that might be into this kind of thing. And of course, you know, if you got a good idea for this build, maybe you want to talk Lego Star Wars or just shoot the shit, go ahead and put that down in the comments down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And of course, we cannot grow here as a family unless you hit that subscribe button. It takes you a mere half a second, but for me it means an awful lot. Otherwise, I'll see you here next time on Breaking Bricks.